is Auburn Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's minutes from the August 6, 2019 Auburn City Council meeting. We began during the Committee of the Whole by appointing Mike Martin to the Green Space Advisory Board. We appreciate Mike willing to make this service on behalf of all of our citizens, and we thank again all the people who applied for that position, and we look forward to Mike's good service on behalf of the Green Space Committee. As we got into the council meeting, we honored the Employee of the Month, which was Renee Nettles from our Community Services Department. Renee was nominated by Al Davis, who's the Community Services Director, and I'll read a few things about Renee's service. Renee manages administrative responsibilities well. She embodies a warm and helpful spirit to all of her fellow staff and guests. She is motivated in her new roles, including coordinating activities and working with projects with other city departments. Renee's exhibited great customer service on behalf of all the citizens and the staff at the Boykin Community Center, and we were proud to award her as the Auburn City Employee of the Month. Our service awards, I'll go through these quickly. Nick Zerkowski from the Public Safety Fire Division, 5 years. Chelsea Williams from Public Safety Police Division, 5 years. Renee Delaney from the Public Safety Department Administrative Division, 10 years. Greg Nelson from our IT Department, 15 years, and Jody Hillier from our Public Safety Department Police, 20 years. And congratulations to all 5 of those members of our staff here at the city, and thank you for your continued good work. We also had an Employee Achievement Award for Tom Weintraut, who's a member of our planning staff, and read you a paragraph here about Tom. During the past 2 years, he's been enrolled in the Master of Public Administration program at the University of Illinois, Springfield. This program curriculum included coursework in public policy, organizational dynamics, capital budgeting and programming, community planning and policy, human resource management, and statistical applications for public administrators. In addition, Tom's academic excellence earned him a place in the Pi Alpha Alpha Honor Society for Master of Public Administration students. So we thank Tom Weintraut for all of his good work on behalf of you, the citizens of our city, and we're also very proud of him for continuing his education and getting this degree, a Master's of Public Administration. So congratulations, Tom, and thank you for everything you do on behalf of us. We also recognize Mr. Harry Foster, who's retiring from our Environmental Services Department after 25 years. Thank you, Harry, for getting up each and every morning, working hard on our behalf each and every day, and making our city a more beautiful place. Hope everything goes well in retirement. In the consent agenda, we approved a number of alcohol licenses. I would point to a number of those involved the Jordan-Hare Stadium and football season, the suite areas and special areas of the stadium. We approved those licenses with proof of the pudding. We also approved street closings for the historic Pine Lantern Tour. Pine Hill Lantern Tour, on October 17th and 18th of this year. This is a great event. I encourage you to put this on your calendar. You get to really learn the great history of Auburn and all of the streets and all of the buildings that we see in our town. You can understand who those people really were and what they did to earn those credits in our community. We approved a taxpayer waiver for Shorelight Auburn Global. We also authorized the reimbursement of expenditures for future borrowings for the Wright Street parking deck, and we look forward to getting that deck started really soon and provide almost 400 parking spaces for the community in downtown Auburn. Under contracts and agreements, we approved a contract with Matthew McChesney to perform the audit of the city's finances, which will be done after September 30th, the end of our fiscal year. We approved a contract of $80,000 with Signature Tennis Courts to resurface all the hard courts at the Yarborough Tennis Center, and that does include the courts that the Auburn University tennis team plays on. We approved a contract with Veolia Water North America. Veolia operates our wastewater treatment facilities and our pumping station. We approved a contract with Cutting Edge Lawn Services to help us get through the rest of the summer with some median and landscape services throughout the city, and this was a $16,000 contract. And finally, we approved a contract with Auburn University, Auburn Research and Technology Foundation, and EMC for infrastructure to help prepare for the critical care hospital that will be built on campus. There will be an outpatient emergency room hospital that will be built on behalf of all the citizens here in Auburn. And the City of Auburn has agreed to help provide the infrastructure, mainly the roads, to access this hospital. This is $200,000 that we will be taking from our budget and paying Auburn University over a 10-year period of time for a $2 million total. Auburn University is going to be covering $3 million of a $5 million bill to get the infrastructure built to allow the hospital to be accessed by the public in the future. This is going to be a great amenity for all of us here in Auburn, and we're very excited and look forward to East Alabama Medical Center having a campus here on our campus at Auburn University that will benefit all of the citizens of Auburn. As we looked into ordinances, we approved an annexation of 2042 Bonnie Glen Road for the Talmadges. It was 14.5 acres. We also approved some traffic control signs, which basically we established some no parking zones on Fraser Street, Grant Avenue, Talbot Drive, Williams Avenue, Canton Avenue, and White Street, and we hope to have that marked before Auburn University begins classes on August the 19th. The last ordinance we took up on August the 6th is we amended our biannual budget. This is a great opportunity for us midway through our 2-year budget cycle to look at what our actual budget is, what our actual expenditures have been, what projects have been done, what projects have been delayed, what our income levels are, what our expenses are, and we can amend the budget to show what it actually is. And so we went through a process of a meeting and some studying and some question and answering, and then we finally approved that the other night. All that information is available to you on the city's website if you are interested. And at the very end of our meeting, we had a very rich discussion with many members of our community about the new water line that will be installed through Chewacla State Park. As many of you know, Chewacla State Park has had a rebirth over the last decade, with many members of our community, led by the Central Alabama Mountain Peddlers, have created a real destination spot for people who enjoy mountain biking. People of all ages are coming from all places to Auburn to participate in the mountain biking competitions and just enjoy the trails out there. It's also important to understand that we have a vital water source nearby Chewacla State Park, and the easiest and most inexpensive and most practical way for us to access that water source is to build a line through part of Chewacla State Park. It's the Water Board's intention, and it's our desire as a City Council to make sure that that is done as efficiently and as effectively as possible, and it will be everyone's intention to deliver those trails back to the users as best we can as we found them. We will not interrupt the big competition in the spring, and we hope with some cooperation from everybody that we can get this project done, allow our citizens to have more resources of good clean water, and to allow the great people who have made Chewacla State Park a wonderful place, their trails back, and hopefully maybe even better. This is Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes for the August 6th City Council meeting. Have a great week.